Hi, this is Dr. Dale, and you are on Natural Health Radio and Facebook Live simultaneously. So, we are going to talk to you today about health freedom and about medical insurance and hormones and a number of different things. So, natural health freedom is very, very important. And that's what we talk about here on Natural Health Radio. And we're bringing it to you live on Facebook. And I love this opportunity to connect with you. We have people joining right now. Welcome. If you want to write a question down for me, you are welcome to do that. And I will do my best to answer the question. We want to also understand a little bit of what's going on with health freedom in our United States. In our United States, I love this country. We have an opportunity to make many changes related to health care. And albeit Obamacare is not the best, albeit universal health care would be the best. That's like Medicare for all. And, you know, other civilized countries have this, and it includes some amazing things. I just can't wait to tell you. So all the words want to come out at one time, and I know that's not going to work, but I have to tell you that if we had universal health care here, first of all, we have to vote for it. So whoever is for that platform, whoever will make that happen, will make our country healthier, because we will have less medications, less drugs, and the big pharma would not be controlling everything. Okay? So for example, in France and in Germany, they have universal health care. It's like Medicare for all. And when you go into the hospital, you can have homeopathic medicine. They work with your diet. In other words, they want the person to get well and get out of the hospital because the government has to pay for it. In the United States, they want you to stay in the hospital because they make money for that. Okay, this is not the case with universal health care. With universal health care, natural medicine and all medicine that works would be considered. Don't you want that? I know you do. And you've got to look for candidates in the future who are going to support universal health care. And we need a president. We need people to support universal health care so we take the power away from the big pharma. And I know, because you're on this show today, that you agree with me. It's okay if you don't agree with me, but let me try to convince you. I have been to the hospitals as a naturopathic student in Germany for 9 years and graduating as a naturopathic medical doctor. I have been in the hospitals in Germany and France and clinics in Germany and France and England, homeopathy, and Switzerland. Homeopathic medicine is used. Whatever the patient wants is used. If a person says, oh, I want drugs, they'll give it to them. If you say, I want natural, they're all prepared for that. You see, the whole thing that people are not aware of is that homeopathy can be given IV. It can be also given topically. It can be also given any different way you want to buy in intramuscularly. Any way you can think of getting a good substance into the body. Homeopathic medicine is used that way. And just to tell you that there's homeopathic hospitals in England. They use it in hospitals in France, Germany. In Germany, there's so many clinics that only use homeopathy and natural medicine. And in India, there's 115 homeopathic hospitals. That's 115 hospitals that only use homeopathy in India because they want people to get better. It gets people better, not worse, has no side effects. You get no symptoms from it, and it's cheap. Okay, so it's got all of these pluses. And as long as we don't have universal health care, we will only have drugs being used. In the United States, there are over 700,000 medical errors every year, and hundreds of thousands of 400,000 to 500,000 fatalities. Fatalities from mistakes that the doctors make in the hospital, in the office, recommending drugs, giving the wrong prescription out, giving the wrong amount of drug to take, the wrong milligrams of drug to take. I don't think that that's what people want. I think if they knew they had a choice, that they would make a different choice. But people are not being educated. You don't see on CNN, you don't see on Fox News or NBC, you don't see people talking about how a person was cured with homeopathic medicine. You don't even see ads of homeopathic medicine because the drug companies won't allow it. As soon as every once in a while I see something that says homeopathic, that's the last time I see it because Big Pharma bought that spot and paid for more money for it. So the whole thing's about controlling you to give you your choices and only very select choices to control you. So this show is about offering you options to give you choices so that you know how to help yourself. For example, if you're in a car accident, my God, go to the general, you go to the emergency room at a hospital and you do whatever they need to do to save your life. In Europe, if you're in an accident, they do similar things, only for trauma, they use homeopathic medicine too, also, or instead of. So there's a homeopathic medicine called arnica. It's from a flower. It handles trauma. It takes away pain. There are thousands and thousands of different homeopathic remedies can be used for all different kinds of disease. And even though homeopathy is approved and grandfathered into the FDA, okay, and, even so, it's not used or offered in hospitals. We have to understand that the reality is we're going to be given choices of candidates in our political system. We need to go with the politician or the person running for office that wants universal health care, because the health of our people, the United States of America, the health of our people are at stake. There are so many kids that are put on these psychotropic drugs, and they don't say this on the news, that the murder was, the kid killed all these people because he was on a psychotropic drug. Yet when you research it on Google, you can find these things out. They don't tell you things like that because they want to control you. Speak to your friends, get the information out, allow you, yourself, your children, your friends to be more aware and more educated about natural medicine. It is essential because, if we were at war and we had over 700,000 fatalities a year from medications, do you think we'd have something on television about it? You bet we would. But because this is the big pharma, because it's about money, making money from you, not from me, but from you, maybe, this is the reality. So our media is controlled by the infomercials you see, which are all medications, mostly 90% about drugs that you listen to. Hopefully they want to get it into your subliminal consciousness. Even if you listen to it in the background, even if you hear that ad about some drug and you listen to it in the background, it still gets into your consciousness. Okay? Like it's okay. It's not okay. Why do I know it's not okay? They don't do it in other countries, and they have very healthy citizens, that aren't as rich as we are, okay, perhaps in India, right? But I can tell you that they're healthier mentally and emotionally, healthier. They have jobs, they have families, they're educated, and they have colleges, and when they're sick, they take a homeopathic remedy. That's it, and it works. So we have to educate ourselves, our family, and we can do that by going to thewellnesscenter.net and reading about homeopathic medicine and looking at the different educational opportunities that I have there for you to just read well-researched articles and documents that will help you know if you are really serious and hearing this and going, oh yes, I want to educate my family. I want to help people become a member of the Wellness Optimization Club. This is $20 a month. You get protocols and all kinds of information that will help you make better decisions about your diet, about your life, about things that can affect you, like cell phone towers and cell phones, and also about electricity in your house. You get to see, you get to have all kinds of information and protocols for helping address various health conditions. So we want to offer you an opportunity to become a member today, to start the process of education today, okay? So that you can become prepared, prepare your family, and it's fun. It's fun to learn new things, especially when it's positive and when the outcome of a situation can be improved tremendously in a short period of time. Even for structural issues, even if a person breaks a bone, sprains an ankle, you still need, for broken bones, you're going to need to go get it set. But then you can help the healing of the bone so that's quicker by using natural medicine. So drugs take away from that. Drugs interfere with the effectiveness and the strength and the power of your immune system. Drugs can also cause hormonal issues. We see that every day when we look at a saliva test of a patient who has just had surgery, who was just in the hospital. All of their cortisol levels are off because of all the drugs they're on. You think your body can handle all of those drugs? Something happens, and that is it weakens your other organs other than what you're treating. If you're treating cancer, they're going after the cancer, not considering in totality that it could kill you. It will make all of your other organs weak, including your adrenal glands, which are very important for producing your own hormones, but they are also very important for your energy and your vitality and your skin and your hair and your mental acuity. So you are hurting so many different things when you take medications. You have choices. You have many different choices. I would go to I'm going to give you a website that you can go to besides mine, so you can take a look and read about a little bit more about homeopathic medicine. It's called homeoint.org. HOMEOINT.org. It's a nonprofit. It's got all of the materia medicas downloaded in this database, and you put symptoms in the little search box and it comes up with remedies and articles and all kinds of things to read. So you have different materia medicas, which are homeopathic medical books, on that particular website that you can peruse. The other thing you can do is go to my website, wellnesscenter.net, read about homeopathy. What is it? Well, it's energy medicine. It's energy medicine that is designed, when you take it, to find the exact similar remedy, the effect of that remedy in your body and neutralize it. So let me explain very specifically now. So let's say you have Lyme disease. Okay, just example of one thing. Or you have a right-sided ear infection, specifically on your right side. Let's take that one. Okay, you would take the remedy that would be called belladonna in a 4C potency or a 6C potency of homeopathy, because that remedy is designed homeopathically for a right-sided serious ear infection for adults or children. And you would take that. Instantly, it goes into your bloodstream and it follows the acupuncture meridians, the energy channels through your body until it finds the most similar signal of what would happen if you took belladonna. What would happen if you took belladonna without it being homeopathic, homeopathically made? It would cause a right-sided ear infection, possibly. So by taking that remedy for the right-sided ear infection, that goes right to the ear and it starts draining. The ear is affected immediately and starts draining. And it could be in seconds. And I know that that personally happened with me, so I can tell you that it was seconds when it worked. In seconds, after having it for months and having a swollen side of my head from the mastoid process being swollen, okay, I took that remedy, one remedy, 4C, and within seconds, the ear started draining. And this was a very, very long time ago. It was when I was first starting in homeopathy, and I had this infection. I tried everything you can think of, including antibiotics. Nothing worked. This thing was there to stay. And so I was deciding what to do, and I decided, well, let me try homeopathy. So I did this, and within seconds it started. I couldn't believe it. All homeopathy can work that way if you pick the right remedy. And there's so many ways to decide, if you're picking the right remedy. You have to be just reading books is good. They have it online now. You can look on my website, drdaleswellnessstore.com. You can read more about specific homeopathic remedies that heal conditions. You could go to homeoint.org and you could look up ear infection. You could search for pain, ache. Be specific about the pain, like it's a pain on my right side, pain on left side, and it'll come up with a specific remedy for that. And then you have to buy it. You have to get the potency. Sometimes the lower potencies are better for more physical problems. Once you pass 30C potency, it's working more on the mentals, more on the emotional. So we know that homeopathy is something that's used all over the world. It works. It's inexpensive, and you need it for yourself and your family because it is the option that you have to make your life better. And whenever you see one of these ads on TV for drugs, exercise your right to click that mute button. Shut it off because the information gets into your subliminal consciousness. This is not good. Sometimes people start humming the little jingles they have. You're watching one of these ads and they're telling you very, very quickly in a lower voice all of the side effects of the drug. And then they have happy people in the ad who are having fun and playing. And then they're in text and by saying all of the reactions and adverse side effects, they run through all of that by showing you happy pictures. Okay. That's subliminal. That is to try to control you, to try to make you get that drug from your doctor. Okay. Now, I want to tell you, I think that is malpractice. I really do. I think just writing a prescription for someone is malpractice. I think you need blood test, saliva test, you need hands-on, you need to palpate, you need to talk to the patient, and you also need to have a wealth of information in natural medicine in order to know what to do for the patient. How can you exclude the most powerful form of healing on the planet? And the answer to that question is you do it because of money, of greed. And that is what medical schools and the big pharma, that is their plan. Their plan is to control you, my friends. So I want all of you today to go to my website and also go to homeoint.org and check out an international site where you can look up symptoms and find homeopathic remedies, individual ones, to help you. On my website, I don't have individual ones. I have formulas, like I have a formula to detoxify the effects of nuclear radiation. A big deal, right? To detoxify EMF, EMR radiation from X-rays, radiation from, when you get radiation for cancer. So it detoxes all of that from your body. I also have homeopathic remedies to detoxify heavy metals and mercury from your body. I also have homeopathic remedies to help heal the lymph system, to get the lymph system moving, because you could be gaining weight because your lymph system is stuck. And you have a lot of, if you have a lot of cellulite on your body, you need to work with your lymph system, not only with the remedy that I have, but with movement, jumping up and down, with a number of different things. The other thing I want to recommend is if you're wanting to cleanse your body, but herbs are too strong, I have a homeopathic deep cleanse. It's called a multi-layer cleanse, and it cleans all the filtering organs and their emotions out with homeopathic formulas, 5 formulas. Get it today, because it's great for kids as well, and as well as, let's say, people who are in a more sensitive state where they've just had surgery. They can't do herbs, but they can certainly do a homeopathic remedy to detoxify their organs that has no side effects. I do have the best organic herbal cleanses on the planet. I believe that because I know pretty much everything that's out, unless something came out yesterday. I'm up to date with whatever's out, and I could tell you that I have the most powerful formulas because they're designed to heal the filtering organs, and they're organic, and they're non-GMO, and there's no gluten in them. There's no magnesium stearate or stearic acid or coloring or any toxicity. What we need to do is we need to take action. We need to talk to people, talk to our friends. If you're a doctor online, bless you. I want to help you. Give us a call so we can help get this information to you so that you can help your patients. That is the most important thing that we do besides working with consumers, which is just as important, and that I've given my life to. We also work with doctors to help them with their patients. So I want to tell you that homeopathy works, and I have so many formulas that are used for patients with health issues and infections and things like this. So you need to become a member and get to know our whole catalog of products and our protocols that we have for healing different things. You can do a lot of this yourself. You just have to have the awareness and the confidence. You need to have confidence that you are going to be led to the right thing. Okay? It's hard to have confidence about something if you're not educated in it. However, you can have confidence in yourself that you're going to make the right decision and you're going to be led to the right thing. Okay. So one of the things I make is homeopathic hormone rejuvenation. I have, again, homeopathy balances progesterone, estrogen, testosterone, balances adrenal cortisol levels, DHEA, melatonin. It balances all of those things, completely non-toxic, completely homeopathic. And I have 4 formulas, 1 for men and 3 for women. So I have an EndoPure Pro, EndoPure Testos for women, EndoPure Estro for women, and then I have an EndoPure Testos for men to handle many different health issues that men have today. And the reason they take those little blue pills, you don't need those little blue pills. Go and get my EndoPure Testos, and also include the slow cleanse with that to clean your body out, detoxify, and the whole body deep cleanse would be great. And then doing the EndoPure Testos for men. But you can go in and check on those. Now, what's great about those is they are not to replace your hormones. They are to make your body work again to produce its own hormones. If you've had a complete hysterectomy, your adrenal glands will do it. And that's why we have those remedies to help the adrenal glands and the entire body make appropriate amounts of hormones on its own without overstimulating and without creating any toxicity. You could never have a high hormone level taking my products. It's impossible because it's homeopathic. So I want you to go to wellnesscenter.net, drdaleswellnessstore.com, and take a look at them, learn about them. And we also have a saliva test available for our members that you can get if you want to test. If you've been on hormones of some kind, we need to recommend a saliva test to you, and therefore you can get that saliva test, and then we'll see your hormone levels and how they look educationally. It's an educational opportunity for you to learn about your hormones, and we can see what the hormones have done to your body that you've been taking. And then what we do is we educate you on how to correct that by using cleansing, by using diet, and by using homeopathy. It is an amazing opportunity that thousands and thousands of people have taken advantage of. And I always need to use my words very carefully when describing this, because we are natural health radio and on Facebook Live, and we want to make sure that you know that we're not diagnosing or treating, God forbid, and that we don't recommend doing this over seeing your doctor, but really you need to choose a different kind of doctor if you're not having results. So I would say that. So you want to find someone who can help you. So what I'm saying here is that if you use our homeopathic EndoPure, it can never, it is impossible for any of them to create a health problem, because homeopathy will not do that. It will not make your estrogen too much. It will not make you estrogen dominant. It can't do that. Now, sometimes if you take a homeopathic remedy too much, like if you're using my All-Flu, which is a flu remedy that is homeopathic, that is used prophylactically or to also prevent flu. It's also used to handle chronic and acute flu. But if you took that too much, it might bring on the flu symptoms. Okay, because that's just the way homeopathy, it's called approving, where if you take too much of something and you don't follow directions, like if you think, oh, I'm feeling better, I'm going to take, 10 times more. And people do that. People do that in the United States more than any place. You don't find people who are more familiar with homeopathy doing that in other countries. They take it until they're feeling better, and then they stop, which means you take less of it. And then if you should feel a little something in a couple of months, come back, you do it again until it stops. Short term homeopathy works, inexpensive. That's what we want. So for people who don't listen to directions, don't read the label, and if you take too much of it, you could create the same thing that you're taking it to cure. Okay? Because it's called approving. That's how you prove a remedy. But that's why you need to only follow the directions that are on the label and not take more than what you should take. So homeopathic medicine is used more sparingly for a shorter period of time, and you always give a break. You always do, certain remedies you do a few times a week. Some you do only 5 days a week. It depends on what the instructions are. But none of them will ever say take it every day for years, like a lot of people do with supplements, which I disagree with. I think it should work, and you should be able to get off of these things in a few months at the most. Homeopathy, a 3-month program is very good. A 2-month program is very good as well. Sometimes it'll work in a week, and then you're better, you stop. That's it. Okay, so that's a little bit of advice on homeopathic medicine, whether you're balancing your hormones or you're dealing with Lyme disease or you're dealing with flu or whatever it is, heavy metals. We have a wonderful remedy for that helps to balance candida and keep your body in balance and in check. Again, that's used short term because it works. And you would also need to use a candida diet with it. And usually we have people have complete remediation from candida in a month to 2 months. Never do I see it longer unless the person doesn't follow a diet. The diet needs to be for 3 months to 6 months, but the remedy, shorter period of time. You don't have to do it that whole period of time. So isn't that a great thing that you can do that? And we also have Nufem hormone rejuvenation products, which is topical, and that is only available to our members. So we want to thank you so much. I think we have about 10 minutes left. I'm not sure. I'm not paying attention to the little signs in front of me, unfortunately. But 17 minutes. Okay, in that 17 minutes, I do want to communicate about hormones because we have an opportunity to heal our hormones without ever using hormones. In fact, hormone stimulation and helping the body to make its own hormones is totally different than replacing hormones. You don't want to replace anything your body does, okay? You want to heal your body so that it does it on its own, just like your digestive system. If you take digestive enzymes, you are replacing what your body is supposed to do. Okay, so you don't want to do that. You want to heal the digestive system, and we have formulas to do that. And as you heal the digestive system, it starts making its own enzymes again. I know that's what you want. I don't take digestive enzymes at all because my digestive system, if it ever gets out of balance because I'm traveling or whatever, I just take my little Digest Pro and its herbs that soothe and heal my digestive system and helps the body to make its own enzymes. That's what you want. That's what everybody should want. Okay, that's available to you. All right, so the other thing we have to know about hormone replacement is it's toxic. Some people, I've seen research, and I know people, and it's all on the internet, who people have cancer from using bioidentical hormones. Why? They're not bioidentical. Bioidentical is a marketing term. It is in a test tube similar, but in your body it is not identical. No way, no how, on no one will that be bioidentical. The only thing that's bioidentical is what your body makes. So you make the hormones you need. They're unique, and they're produced at different times of the day or night. Okay, so that this is something you could never replicate. At 8 in the morning, You could never replicate that you're, with men, the testosterone, or even earlier than that time, testosterone starts kicking in a little bit here. You can't do that with a pill. That you can't make it happen in a timed way like that. The body is supposed to make its own hormones. As soon as you start replacing it, you confuse the circadian rhythm. And if there are any doctors on board, if you look at the circadian rhythm, you'll see that, and remind yourself that different times of the day and night, different hormones are produced. And the body knows to do that. As soon as you take hormones outside of your body, going into your body gets confused and doesn't know what it's supposed to do anymore. It knows it's supposed to make hormones, but oh my God, it just got an influx of all these hormones. So your body is going to shut down what it's supposed to do. What you want to do is heal their circadian rhythm. So your melatonin is produced at the right time, so you sleep well at night, so that your body is making hormones at the correct time. So this 24-hour circadian test is what we do when we test saliva testing. And then we can see for 100% of the people on hormones, 100% have a circadian rhythm that is not functioning right. Maybe some of the times are normal, but not all of the times are normal. And this is when we see the times of the specimen collection, that we see those times out of balance is when people are using hormones, of whether it's bioidentical or it's the stuff from the health food store, or if it's prescription. It almost makes no difference, because we're going to see the fact that it's out of balance. We're going to know what the person's using hormones, and we have it on a case history, but we're going to know the moment we lay eyes on it that this is the possibility here. So in testing over 20,000 people before and after, in testing all of these people before and after, what we've seen is that when people, their first test comes in where they're on hormones, the next test 3 months later where they're off of hormones and using Nufem and cleansing their body, using the slow cleanse or the whole body deep cleanse, and also doing a nutritional protocol, that we bring their body back into balance. We've seen that with over 20,000 people. We stopped counting. Okay. So we got to tell you that the research is done. This is not my perspective. This is what I've gleaned from looking at over 20,000 saliva tests and also blood tests. This is what I've seen from that. It's called research. It's called not Dr. Dale's opinion. Okay, my opinion comes from looking at that research, going, oh my God, look at this poor person. They've got high cortisol levels, which can indicate also that the body is having a blood sugar issue. Could be hypoglycemia, could be predisposition to diabetes, could be diabetes before they even know they have diabetes. Okay, they could be walking around like that, and it could be caused from medications, drugs, or they're on hormones. So we have to understand that it's easy to manage the body. It's easy to heal the body, but certain things need to be there. One of them is happiness. The other one is joy. Joy in what you do, happiness in your life. Okay, that brings health. It brings wealth. It brings so many different things. Being appreciative and grateful for everything you have. This brings health. Okay, so a lot of people who are grateful and happy get sick because they're on meds, drugs, or they have listened to some negativity in their life that has influence them in some way, and maybe they're not eating well. So we need to look at the first step is becoming grateful and happy for everything you have. And if something is not right that you need to change, do it. Because when you change it, you will bring more happiness into your life. Most people know that things in their life need to be changed. And so what we need to do is make an action step, an action plan to do that. So I wish I could see all of you. I see a lot of smiles from Kathy on here. Hey, Kathy. I see a lot of communication coming our way today. We want to thank you so much for being with us. We are on Facebook Live, Natural Health Radio. What you're getting from me today is research. You're getting research. So everything I'm giving you is documented. And I have medical research that I'm working on getting published, but I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a naturopath, traditional naturopath, functioning and working in California. If I was in Texas, I would be called a naturopathic doctor, but because I'm in California, I'm called a traditional naturopath. Also a certified clinical nutritionist, and I've been in practice for almost 40 years. And I bring to you research from way over 20,000 patients before and after. And that is more of a study than most people ever do on supplements or the drug companies ever do on testing drugs that can kill you. So the research is powerful, and it's for sure, and it's something you can bank on. I have a medical abstract. It will be on my website very soon, and you can read about the research that I've done. You can also read about it in my book, which is called Revitalize Your Hormones, Dr. Dale's 7 Steps to a Happier, Healthier, and Sexier You. And that is my book, which discloses this entire myth about needing to take hormones. And it does it in a very effective way. I also have a homeopathic compendium in the back of the book that teaches you, women, what homeopathic remedies, individual remedies, work with women's health, hormonal health issues. Okay, and when you read those 19 pages of homeopathic remedies, you look at my formulas, you will see that I have culled through and tested all of the best things for a woman's hormones and put them in formulas called EndoPure and NuFem, and they are effective. How soon does it take to feel the results? Well, I'll tell you, I have oftentimes, I can tell you this a couple of different ways. One of them is seeing a client in my office in California. They'll be having hot flashes, and I'll just say, rub this right on your wrist. And in the next 5 minutes, I'm talking to them, and they're going, "It went away. Is it supposed to work that quick?" I go, "Yes, it's supposed to work that quick. It could take moments for it to start working. It will work instantly when you put it on your body." Now, when you do this, you have to make sure there's no fragrance on your body. There's no body lotion that you're putting it on. It has to be on clean skin, on soft tissue of your body if you're using the NuFem. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can use the EndoPure, which is on my website right now, drdaleswellnessstore.com. And you will see EndoPure. You will see what's in them. They have an NDC number. They are registered with the FDA. They are awesome. And they work for people for many, many years. So studying homeopathy, there's a lot of books to read. There's a lot of things to be aware of. You can start reading about it on our website. If you're a member, you will be getting presentations and PowerPoints that you can read that I've created in the members area. And that would be for the $20 a month. That is just to cover our website fee and everything else. And it's billed in 3-month increments. But we have PowerPoints on homeopathy, what it is, and how to balance your hormones. Also, you can go to that website, homeoint.com, org, and you could put in the word hot flash, and you'll see all these remedies that I have in my book, in my compendium. Maybe not as many, but I have done a very thorough job in creating my formulas. They're not private labeled. They're my formulas. I've created them. It takes sometimes years to create a formula, but I have a passion for it. So usually it doesn't take me, I don't think it's that long, but actually it is, because I have so much fun doing it, because I know that they're for you and they're going to help you. And that's my goal, is to be a person, a human in our society today that is here doing great work for the right reason. So if that feels good to you, you're in the right place. We are on Natural Health Radio and also on Facebook Live simultaneously. Chat to me, say hello to me, and check out our website. We have about 7 minutes left or 6 minutes left. And I also want to tell you about our educational programs. You'll get a lot of education in the members area, really, as well as vaccine opt-out forms for every state if you have children. Okay. But if you want to become educated as a vocation to start helping other people, you can do that at our college. You can go to www.cconm.com, cconm.com, www.cconm.com. That stands for California College of Natural Medicine. And check out our trainings. Now, in about a week, we'll have an entirely new website that you're going to love, because it's all about nature, and it's got videos and all kinds of things on it. And we have the same amazing trainings, but we have a different way for you to look at it. And I think you'll appreciate that. So our shopping cart and our store is drdaleswellnessstore.com. And a lot of our information is on wellnesscenter.net. You can go there, go to products, and you'll see all kinds of information that you can read about. We wish you the very best, and I know that things in the world are going to be shifting. And I want you to think about it being positive, that things in the world are going to be shifting in a positive frame, in a positive way. No matter what you see on TV, you create your own universe. You create your own reality. Stay off of the TV and into your positivity. So create a positive life. And I wish you much happiness and joy and bliss. And remember, my first book is called Transform Your Emotional DNA. And I would love you to take a look at that, because it has self-help techniques in it for you to help uncover the root cause of depression and a lot of your belief systems that may be sabotaging great goals that you have. So it's a great self-help book. So it's called Transform Your Emotional DNA. So thank you again. We'll say goodbye for now, and come back and see me next week at 1 o'clock on Tuesday. And take a look at our website. And I just wish you the very best that life has to offer. Thank you. Bye.